Daniel Hartmann has more with sports.
One of the Saluki volleyball team stars got back on track, and the Saints look to get their first win of the season on Monday Night Football. I'll have that and more in 90 seconds. After the opening 2 rounds at the Loyola Fall Invitational, the Southern Illinois women's golf team is in 3rd place with a team round score of 648 strokes. Silver says the All-Star game might come back to Charlotte in 2019. Live in the studio, I'm Daniel Hartmann. But first, a Saluki women's golf star is wrapping up an amazing career. SportsView reporter Orlando Totley has the story. After the 2014 volleyball season, the Salukis needed to find a replacement on the back row. And being in front of the camera, we should probably get on learning some of the stuff behind the camera as well.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I don't know what that stuff is.
7 teams from the Missouri Valley Football Conference have been ranked into the FCS Top 25. No Saluki games this weekend. Salukis are on a bye, but a lot of the local high school football teams are in action. Pretty good game this weekend with Murfreesboro and Heron, too. The 10-year anniversary game of the Saints returning to the Superdome after Hurricane Katrina did not go well for New Orleans.
Senator Dick Durbin and Sheila Simon spoke today in front of Morris Library at the University of Southern Illinois, Carbondale.
Guys, what I think actually was the most amazing thing, it's his first home run of the season, and he hits it with one of his best friends. Quote, "I've never hit a home run that far, not even in batting practice." Jose was with me on that one.
The SIU volleyball team does not have one of the Missouri Valley's best liberos in regards to statistics, but Mariana Polone has helped keep a positive atmosphere.
So my main characteristic on the court must be being the loudest person, being encouraged, and, you know, being there for when the hitters are hitting so I can, you know, not let them get blocked or something.
The libero on a volleyball team has other roles and is crucial to any squad.
Vital. It's vital. It's the first contact. You're hopeful that you can pass it perfect or good. And good meaning you have a couple options from the setter to locate either to the left or to the right side attacker.
Polone is currently averaging 3.64 digs per set, which is the 10th best in the MVC. The Saluki libero is not happy with that stat.
On the bottom, and my main goal is being at least in the top 5.
The SIU libero is working tirelessly to increase her digs, and it's very important to her.
We're working hard. We're trying some new stuff during practice and everything to make that number increase per set, like digs per set. So, yeah, I do care a lot about stats.
Polone hails from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and came to the United States to play junior college volleyball in 2013. She was originally an outside hitter when she first got to the United States, but Polone decided to switch to libero because her knees were hampering her.
So I've always had knee problems. Jumping for me was really a struggle. I wasn't jumping as high. I wasn't doing as fine in that outside hitter, so I started to bench.
Polone and the rest of the volleyball squad will be back in action this Friday at Drake. That game can be seen on ESPN3 at 7 o'clock.
The Saluki football team will face their first true test of the season when they play Northern Iowa on Saturday. Panthers quarterback Aaron Bailey was selected to the preseason all-conference team, and SIU is well aware of his talents and accomplishments in his college career.
I mean, Aaron Bailey, you know, there's a reason why he's picked to be, you know, first team all-conference or whatever, all the awards, you know, he deserves them because he earned that last year. He's a big, strong kid that you're going to have to tackle. You know, we have our work cut out for us.
But Bailey is not the only offensive player the Dogs have to keep an eye on. UNI can attack a defense from all different angles.
They have a deep playbook that they have. They have a multiple offense recall where they can run a lot of different sets out of it. So it's tough to really get everything down to a degree where you feel comfortable in what you're doing. So I would say that it's the toughest part with them is being sure with all your reads that you have.
On offense, the Salukis will face another one of the Missouri Valley Conference's best, Panther defensive lineman Carter Schultz.
I just think that he's a great football player. You know, it's not a surprise. They've had him for years, guys like that. But you'll see him playing on Sundays, I think. Just his mentality, he's a football player.
But the Dogs' offensive line does not want to be focused on stopping one guy.
Just like any other game, he's a good player, but they got a lot of other good players. We're just working hard, using our technique, and we'll be all right.
SIU believes a win this weekend will propel them for the rest of the season.
That's the win we need. We haven't had a big win like that in a little while, so I think that will really come through for us to have a win against a big-time Missouri Valley team like that.
For Saluki Sports View, I'm Daniel Hartmann.
Kickoff is set for 4 o'clock on Saturday in Cedar Falls and can be seen online at ESPN3.com. On Monday Night Football, the Chicago Bears got off to a good start in their home opener. This Alshon Jeffrey 49-yard reception would set up a Chicago score with their first score of the game. But the Bears went into halftime trailing 9-7. The second half of the game was all Eagles. It featured a 2-yard touchdown pass from former North Dakota State quarterback Carson Wentz to tight end Trey Burton. Running back Ryan Matthews also added 2 more rushing scores for the Eagles as well. Wentz finished with 190 yards passing and a touchdown. Bears quarterback Jay Cutler went to the locker room during the third quarter with an injured thumb. The Eagles won the game with the final score of 29-14. So thank you for joining us tonight on Saluki Sports View. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at River Region News. Our webpage is riverregionnews.wordpress.com. I'm Daniel Hartmann.